Hi student, welcome to botany class. Today we are going to see the leaf venation. In the previous video we have discussed the leaf. So what is the leaf? Characteristic features of leaf, and primary, secondary function of the leaf, and then the parts of leaf. We have already discussed it in the previous video. Let's enter into the leaf venation. So what is the venation? The arrangement of vein and veinlets on the lamina or leaf blade. That is a venation. Okay. So the arrangement of vein and veinlets on the leaf blade or lamina, that is called venation. Internally, the veins contain vascular tissues. So inside, what is present? When you see the cross section, the vascular bundles are present in the vein region. Actually, the vein and the veinlet is act as a skeletal system of the leaf. So through the vascular tissues, the food material are transported from the leaf to various parts through the phloem, and the water are transported from the root to leaf through the xylem, because the leaf primary function is photosynthesis. So for the photosynthesis, the leaf must be required water. So this water is supplied by xylem, where it is present in the vein region. So the midrib and the vein is contained what? The vascular tissues. Okay. So internally the veins contain the vascular tissues. So generally the veins are classified into two major categories. One is reticulate venation, another one is parallel venation. Reticulate venation, another one is parallel venation. So reticulate venation, they have the prominent single midrib. It's a continuation of the petiole. The continuation of the petiole, the center of the leaf. It has the prominent midrib. This midrib is equally divide lamina into two equal leaf blade. So that is one leaf blade is another one. So the midrib, it will be divide the lamina. Lamina means the entire structure, flattened structure, into two equal portion, that is a leaf blade. So the midrib is further branched to form vein. The vein again branched to form veinlets. So it resembles like a net-like structure. It resembles like a net-like structure. So that is a reticulate venation. Reticulate means the net-like structure, like a fish net. So it has a net-like structure because it's again it further fine divide to form a net-like structure. That is a reticulate venation. The reticulate venation is common for all dicotyledon plants. What is it? Dicotyledon plants. So all the dicotyledon plants have the reticulate venation. The second type of the venation, that is a parallel venation. So what is the parallel? So here you do not have any prominent midrib. Here several veins arise from the base of the petiole, and it will be run parallel to one another. It's not branched. It's not branched. It will be run parallel to one another. So that is a parallel venation. So each vein, it will be parallel to one another. But here it is perpendicular. The midrib divide the vein, it's more or less it's a perpendicular. But here it will be parallel to one another. So it is a common feature. The parallel venation is a common feature of monocotyledon of the angiosperm. Reticulate venation is a characteristic features of dicotyledon of angiosperm. Parallel venation is the characteristic features of monocotyledon of the angiosperm. Okay, so we are going to see one by one. So what is the reticulate venation? What is the parallel venation? In this type, that is reticulate, the first type. In this type, the venation leaf contain. In this type of the venation, the leaf contain a prominent midrib. That is very, very important. They have a prominent midrib, from which several secondary veins arise. So from that, several secondary veins will be formed. Secondary vein is that branch and the anastomus. Anastomus means the net line. Anastomus means the net line. Like a network. Anastomus, like a network. In this type of venation is common in all dicotyledon. Already I told you. It is common features for all dicotyledon of angiosperm. So what is that? Here it has a prominent midrib, one midrib, and then several secondary veins arise that branch and anastomus. So it will be branched and anastomus to form a network structure, that is a reticulate venation. So next we see that the types of reticulate venation. So the reticulate venation is commonly divided into two categories, that is pinnately reticulate venation and palmately reticulate venation. What is that? Pinnately reticulate venation or unicostal, or palmately reticulate venation or multicostal. Unicostal or multicostal, pinnately or palmately. So pinnately means in the midrib it will be divided. The midrib will be divided in two opposite veins. That is pinnately. That is a pinnately, two opposite veins. Palmately, that means a several midrib or main vein, it arises from the common point. So here you can see that. So here it's a midrib, so it will be divided into two. It will divide into two. That is pinnately. And palmately, a several midribs. It's a central point. It's a central point. So here a several midrib will be arised, or several veins are arised. So that is a palmately. So let's detail study about the pinnately and the palmately reticulate venation. So first the pinnately reticulate venation or unicostals. In this type of venation, there are only one midrib. So here only one midrib in the center, so which form many lateral branches to form network. So here only one midrib. So it will be formed a several veins and form a network-like structure. That is a pinnately. Example, Mangifera indica. So the leaf is indicated is a Mangifera indica leaf. They have prominent a single midrib. Palmately, the second type of reticulate venation, palmately. In this type of venation, there are two or more principal veins. There are two or more the principal veins arise from the single point. It will arise from single point. So that is very important. So it will arise from single point, two or more principal veins. So they proceed either outwards or upwards. Either outwards or it will be upwards. Okay, so based on this type, whether the principal veins it will be spread outwards or upward. Based on that, it will be further. That is a pinnately, the palmately reticulate venation is further divided into two types: divergent and convergent. Divergent. So divergent means the many principal veins, it will be arise from the common point it will be move away from one another. It will move away from one another. But in convergent, many principal veins are originated from the common point. So this all principal vein, it will meet at a one point in upward. That is a convergent. So here all the principal vein, it will meet at a one point. That is a convergent. So here it will spread to one another. It will be come out from the one another. It will be away from one another. So that is a divergent. So divergent type, when all the principal vein is originated from the base, and diverse from one another. Take diversion like that. It will be diverse from one another towards the margin of the leaf. So like that. So here, many principal vein, it will move from one another. It is not meet at any point. It will away from. It will be diverse from one another. Example, Carica papaya. Papaya plant. Convergent, that is palmately reticulate. Second type, convergent type. When the vein converges to the apex, it will be converged. It will meet in the apex region of the leaf. Example, Indian plant, that is jujubas, and bay leaf, that is cinnamonum. So here, the many veins, it will arise from the central point, but it's all meet at the apex region. So here also, it will meet at the apex region. So that is a convergent. So convergent means they will meet at a one point. Divergent means it will be diverge from one another. So these are the two types of the palmately reticulate venation. So reticulate venation is over. Now we see the second type of the venation, the major type of the venation, that is parallel venation. Already I told you what is the parallel venation. The several vein, it will be arise. They will be parallel to one another. That means you do not have any prominent midrib. You do not have any prominent midrib. So several veins will be arise. These all the veins will be parallel to one another. Okay, so veins run parallel and do not form any prominent reticulum. It is never branched. It do not form any net-like structure. So that is a parallel venation. It is a characteristic features of the monocotyledon leaves of angiosperm. It is classified like in reticulate venation. The parallel venation is also classified into pinnately parallel and palmately parallel venation, unicostal and multicostal. So it is the types of parallel. The pinnately and palmately is a common type for both reticulate and parallel venation. So let's see the pinnately parallel venation. So when there is a prominent midrib in the center, from which it arises many veins is perpendicularly and run parallel to each other. So there is a prominent midrib. So many veins it will be arise perpendicularly and parallel to one another. So banana, example banana, there is a mesa and ginger. So here many one midrib and many veins will be formed. It's a parallel. It's actually perpendicular to midrib, but it will be parallel to one another. But it's not forming a net-like structure. Okay, so that is a pinnately or unicostal. Next, palmately. This type, the several veins is arise from the tip of the PTO and they all run parallel to each other. It may be innate at the apex. It may be, but it's not common. It's maybe. Okay, so it further divided like in palmately reticulate venation, convergent, divergent. Like that. The palmately parallel venation also have the two types, that is a divergent and convergent. The concept are same. What we are seeing there, the reticulate venation. So divergent means many veins are arise from the common point. They will be diverged from one another. Okay. And convergent means many veins are arise from the common point. They meet at a one point. That is a convergent. Okay, so that is a convergent, is a divergent. So let's see the types. Converge, divergent. All the principal veins is originated from the base and divert towards the margin. Originated from the base, it will divert to the margin. The margin of the leaf has the fan form. As a fan form like structure. Okay, there is a fan form like structure. So it's a common point. Many veins are arise. It will be moved towards the margin of the leaf. Okay, and it look like a fan form. Example, the Borassus flabiformis. Borassus flabiformis. Okay, form 3, the example. Next, the convergent. All the principal veins is run parallel to each other. All the principal veins are parallel to each other from the base of the lamina and join at the apex. So that is a common feature. The same things we are seeing there. The convergent reticulate venation. Convergent reticulate venation. The same thing. So the convergent palmately reticulate venation. The same thing. Palmately parallel venation. Convergent palmately parallel venation. All the principal veins is run parallel to each other to form. It is from the base of the lamina and join at the apex. Example, Bombosa, rice, water hierarchy. So here this all meet at one point. That is a convergent. So thank you, student. That's all about the venation of the leaf. So generally the venation are classified into two categories. That is a reticulate venation and parallel venation. Reticulate venation is further divided into two types. Pinnately reticulate and palmately reticulate. The palmately reticulate is further classified into two types, that is a divergent and a convergent. Next, parallel venation. The parallel venation also classified into two types, pinnately parallel and palmately parallel. Pinnately parallel, that means the one metric and it will form the many veins, but these veins are parallel to one another. And palmately. So it's further divided into two types, that is a convergent and a divergent, like in reticulate venation. So that's all about the venation of the leaf is guava. Thank you, student.